I've been doing the tech social media thing for the better part of like 6 years now. Um, I've done YouTube, Twitch, and multiple blogs. So I've got one on Medium, I've had one on WordPress, and I've had one now on Ghost. Um, I do Twitter less often, but still fairly often. LinkedIn, I've pretty much tried just about everything. I'm even on Blue Sky right now. Um, so I can say that at least I have experience in a lot of different social medias for tech. Um, I can honestly say that there are perks to both. I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about YouTube versus a blog and why I've kind of focused on those two specifically and what perks both of them have. So let's start off with YouTube, the reason why we're all here. I am on YouTube for multiple reasons. One, basically content discovery. They push my content out to people, and for some reason, people watch it. They don't watch it very long, but they do watch it. Second one, obviously monetization. Still haven't reached that point. Let's take a look at where I'm at there. So for monetization, as I've complained before, this is an upcoming video. As I've complained before, monetization takes a whole hell of a lot on YouTube. In order to start earning anything, you have to have 1,000 subscribers, which obviously I've surpassed a while ago, and 2,000 or 4,000, sorry, public watch hours. That is an incredibly steep hill. Specifically, the watch hours is incredibly difficult to reach. I am at 2,086, so just over halfway there, and I've been doing this for a while now, off and on. Obviously, I'm coming off of another 3-month break. But point being, it takes a lot to get monetized on here. So that's not my main reason for kind of being on YouTube. The main reason is for content discovery, which a blog does not have. I enjoy blogging. I enjoy writing quite a lot. I am over here on valhallaresearch.net, and I also have a Medium profile that I don't use super often. I mainly just kind of post to both. But you can mainly find me on valhallaresearch.net now, where I write technical articles and all kinds of like research stuff. So to compare the two, I would say YouTube is very, very good at getting stuff out there to a wide audience. What that means is that you'll have all kinds of people discover your content on YouTube, from beginners to folks who have been in your industry or your field for a long time. You can get all over the spectrum. That is a very, very good thing most of the time. That is not a great thing when you're trying to talk about incredibly niche subjects. The algorithm, such that it is, will not push out your content to that many people if you're talking about incredibly niche subjects that not many people really care about, because views drive more views. So if you're talking about something super niche that people aren't super interested in, you're not going to have as easy of a time on YouTube. That said, I've been fairly surprised at how many people enjoy, for example, malware development content. That's incredibly niche, I would think. Me writing malware in Rust or in Golang or in Python or whatever is a fairly popular thing, apparently, which, I've enjoyed lots of success from that. So, the algorithm isn't very, very good for niche content. That said, blogs are a little bit different. Your primary mode of discovery with blogs is still Google search. DuckDuckGo and Bing are there, but if we look over at my analytics, let me pull that up real quick, you'll basically see that the majority of your content is going to come from direct, which is people clicking links from your social media. So this is my statistics or metrics for the last 30 days, on my blog. So you've got tons from Google, a lot of direct links, some links from Medium, some links from YouTube, and then we've got Bing, LinkedIn, and DuckDuckGo down here. So not very many, clicks down here. Mainly, your discovery is going to happen on Google. Now, the direct, you can't even really count that because you are pushing those links out there. So it's less of a discovery algorithm and more you having to do your own hustle to get people to see your stuff. So I'm not going to turn into some SEO guru. Those guys are super annoying. I don't like watching them. They every once in a while will have a good hint or like kind of how to game the system a little bit. But my kind of aim at this point is I'm not going to make my bag off of social media. You don't get paid much on YouTube, even when you do get monetized. You don't get paid much on blogs, even with, sponsors. It's a lot of effort with, it's a lot of squeeze, not much juice, so to speak. My main purpose is to write about and record YouTube videos about things that interest me personally and things that I think would interest other people, teaching other people, talking about stuff with other people, things like that. That's why I don't put just a ton of effort into my content. I've basically gotten to where I will record stuff, throw it up, and do a very, very cheap and easy thumbnail for it. No editing anymore, but it's just not my thing. I'm not going to pretend like it is my thing. Maybe someday I'll hire an editor, but at this point, doing everything simply. To compare the two, though, I think blogs are much better for coding content. You can copy and paste. You can read them a little bit slower than you can on YouTube. There are tons of software developer channels that do great work on YouTube. That said, I personally believe that it's best to keep that stuff to blogs, or at least to do both. That's why I do both personally. You can copy and paste stuff from my blog. You can break down the code. You can read it very, very slowly, at your own pace. You can, bookmark it and save it for later, different things like that. So if you're kind of getting started in the space of cybersecurity or software development or what have you, I would recommend starting with a blog. It's going to help you learn how to break down your thoughts. It's going to help you learn how to write clearly. And at the end of the day, if you can write clearly, you can just read off of a script. I mean, that's not all that hard. I don't personally do it. That's why all of my stuff is super rambly, but it is a way to do it. So that's really about it. I think, personally, both mediums have their strengths and weaknesses. If you are kind of needing to get your social media presence kickstarted, you probably want to start somewhere like YouTube with a discovery algorithm that's going to push your stuff out to other people, link them to your blog, and then you kind of build up your blog following. So that's just kind of like a free hint. But yeah, that's really about it. Just kind of wanted to rant a little bit about my experience on there. But yeah, take it easy. Peace.